Oh, I'm doing so good about the fucking thumbnail down, but I keep let me get that cord out of the way. I keep having my microphone. Shout out Circus Sports. I found the shirt deep in my dresser this morning. I was like, ooh, I don't know what short sleeve t-shirts I have up here in New York and which ones I still have in Florida, but my God, is it nice out today. Wow. Muted bang. I'm not still muted though, am I? Hold on. We got the chat buzzing. I just saw a new chatter. I don't think I've seen this person's name before. Wait, let's see. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is a No Tomorrow. Regards from Italy. Hello, Francesco Greco. It's good to see you. I hope you're enjoying yourself in Italy. What a weekend, huh? What a weekend of sports. Holy shit. I saw somebody just comment. They said they went to bed. The Oilers were down 3-1. They wake up and they win 4-3 in overtime. I mean, yeah. A lot going on in the NBA, a lot going on in the NHL. Unfortunately, I think some of my series bets are not looking great. Shout out to the Hurricanes for coming through. I think we'll recap just about everybody. The no home run call last night was so goated. Steak, do I get a dap? Do I get a dap? Was that I'm not horn tooting over here, but was that not the assist of the week? The assist of the weekend? When are you going to ask Twitter? Seriously, when are you going to ask Twitter, hey, I'm going to a game, somebody give me a home run hitter? When does anybody tell you to bet no home runs, huh? They don't do that. They don't do that. Got like 13 people in my section to bet it. I was a hero yesterday. Well, I hope they all fucking follow us. Huh? I hope they follow us. Tell them that's what happens when you hang around the board review and Steak and the Degenerate and Greg. You just get bets that you never heard of before. And we have a 99.9% hit rate. Okay. We're ready to change your life. Emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Only winners. Suck it. We all know what's up. Chicago looked awesome. I had hella FOMO yesterday. Shout out to Greg for coming through and helping me drink my sorrows away for not being there with the fellas at Wrigley Field. I love Chicago. I'm very eager to go back, and it looked like a great time. Also, Milwaukee looked like a good time. Shout out Steak for boots on ground at the draft 9 years in a row. I think you're traveling today. Hopefully, you can be on tomorrow, Steak, and we'll do a nice draft recap and everything. Did I miss something? Thought you were going to the Cubs game with Steak. I had to bail last minute, unfortunately. The timing just could not work out, which is, yes, it's very sad. Let's move on. Good morning, DGen. Shout out to you and Steak. I'm up 37 units in the last 2 weeks. Oh, we just love to hear that. We love to hear that. Some good calls, some bad calls. I had a nice day yesterday. Overall, not a great week. 2 weeks ago, excellent. This past week, not so good. Shout out Greg. 6-day hot streak, although he did lose yesterday. Fraud. No, make sure to follow us all on Pickett, by the way. Again, just to remind everybody, we are still putting all our bets on Action Network because we don't want to go out soft, and we're trying to silence any sort of haters and critics, of which there are many. And no, there's not that many, but you would be surprised. There's more than I would expect. But we are on Pickett. Greg's on Pickett. And shout out to Greg yesterday. I told him, I was like, yo, I think Luka has a day today. We met up at 1:30. We watched the Pistons Knicks game, which we'll talk about because I got some thoughts and I got some allegations going out there of rage baiting. I can't wait to really break down my thought on the call and the game with everybody because I think I have a pretty good take. But we you know what's unfortunate? So I'll give you a little bit of not a backstory. I'll give you a little bit of a recap of our day yesterday, and then we'll talk. Did we go to Hooters? No. Did you watch UFC at all? I did not. We'll be there tomorrow no matter what. Love that. Love those types of plays. VIP every day. Yeah, I haven't been here this long if there was one loser. Yep, exactly. I saw that, Snide. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who wins? I'm not fighting that fucking gorilla. I'll tell you that. So we wanted to go check out this new bar that opened up in a neighborhood called Greenpoint, and the name of the bar is called Rounders. And Rounders is a phenomenal movie. It's a gambling movie, and there's some very good sports betting movies out there. I wouldn't call it a sports betting movie. It's a gambling movie. It's more about poker, but it's great. Edward Norton, Matt Damon. If you've never seen it, it's excellent. And this bar opens, and I've long said I don't think New York City is a great sports city. And there's really not a lot of great sports bars. It's unfortunate, but it's also kind of makes sense. I mean, there's so many transplants here. There's people from all over the world moving here. You know what I mean? You can't really say that for other cities who I think are great cities, like maybe Cleveland or Detroit, right? But anyways, This bar opens up, and I love it. I love that they're opening up a new sports bar. And I did talk to somebody, I forget who, but he said also part of the reason that you don't find a lot of great sports bars in New York is that the rent is so expensive. You're not getting rich by selling fucking $6 Bud Light pints and $10 wings. They're right. You know what I mean? So the bar opens up. I'm like, Greg. Greg's down to go watch some games. It's a glorious slate yesterday, especially the Knicks day. The Knicks being good is so good for the city of New York because, again, the fact that it lacks being a sports city when even with like the Rangers are good, it's not the same because you have, diehard Islanders fans. So it's like you got this group that cares, but then you have a group that doesn't care. Mets, Yankees, you got a group that cares, you got a group that doesn't care. But like it's the Knicks and nothing else. Giants, Jets, obviously. For basketball, get the fuck out of here with the Nets. The Nets moving to Brooklyn was one of the dumbest things of all time. The stadium sucks. The team sucks. The ownership sucks. Everything about the Brooklyn Nets sucks. Sorry. The Knicks are New York basketball, and they're great. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I like the Knicks being good. When the Knicks are good and they're relevant, it just does something to the city. And it was awesome because so we go to this bar and I tell Greg's coming out. I'm like, hey, you're going to come to the bar. I'll get the tab because you're coming up this way, whatever. And then he said, Detroit's got the Pistons got the tab, brother, which I thought was hilarious. But he said, such a poor take. New York lacks being a sports city. Not a poor take. Insane statement. No, it's not. You sound like a guy who just assumes that without actually living here. This is a typical, you don't know New York, but you think you know New York rebuttal. It's not a great sports city. It's not. There's a lot of sports teams. Yeah. Morning, DJen. Celtics fan here. Seems like you got some of our crazy Twitter burners racked up. I did. We'll address that. Knicks being relevant keeps the city alive during the early summer months before it dies down in August. Yep. Kyle the Whaler knows ball. It's great. And, people are walking around. They're buzzing. You got your Knicks shirt. You've got your, and look, I don't care if you just moved to New York and became a Knicks fan and are like just getting down with the spirit. I don't care. So anyways, place is buzzing. This bar online says that it opens at 1 o'clock. I'm like, there's no way that's possible. There's no way that's possible. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to get up there a little bit early. I'm a big get there early guy in all facets in life. What are great sports cities? I just gave you some. I think Detroit is an excellent sports city. I think Chicago is an excellent sports city. Cleveland's probably an awesome sports city. I've never been there. You can just tell. Boston's a great sports city. New York is not. Philly's a great sports city. You see what you don't understand, Cornfields, is that New York City has so many people living here that aren't New York people. All the actual fans are removed, so you don't feel it. You don't feel it. Boston, all these other cities where like the suburbs are a little bit closer to the downtown. I think Philly's a perfect example, actually. It's just much different. Boston, Philly, Chicago, Dallas. Yeah. I'm glad I have people on my side here because this is Corn is in the minority and we love that. Obviously, I'm not happy about our guys getting injuries, but fans should know what type of team they're playing. Yep. That tweet really blew up overnight. I know BK is mad. He hates when I have viral tweets and he doesn't, which is very funny. So I get to the bar at like 12:45. Again, it says they open at 1, but I'm like, there's no way they open at 1 with the Knicks game at 1, right? So obviously any smart bar is going to open. It's only been open a couple weeks, but it's like, you got to know better. Sure enough, I get to this bar, fucking slammed. And it sucks because, I got Greg fucking city biking up here. I'm trying to call him. Of course, he's not answering. Like, I know this guy's city biking with his headphones in, but of course, Greg's not going to answer his phone. Why would he, right? So he does respond and he sends me an emoji with a bike. I'm like, yeah, I go, Mayday, call me because we can't stay here. We get to this bar. It's packed, 12:45, which is awesome at the same time. I'm very happy that's the case. Knicks fans everywhere. Now, the thing that sucks is you got 8 TVs. There's so many games on. There's so many things on. Only the Knicks game's on. Like, fuck, whatever. I sure would love to watch the Jets Blues game, but I understand I'm not going to ask for it. Not a great sports city. I literally just said that doesn't make it a great sports city. How many teams does LA have? Think about this take, Corn. Think about it. It's not a good take. That's not a good take. Thank you. Corn, this rare Cornell. Ever heard of it? So anyways, I'm like aboard. So we go to another bar. Okay. This is another very good bar. And they do like, it's like a sports bar, but not really a sports bar, which I'm also okay with. A little bit of a hybrid. It's kind of like divey, but they have like 3 or 4 TVs. Got the games on, got a good spot, got the setup. So it was a great viewing experience to watch the Knicks Pistons and nothing but the Knicks Pistons. But you could just feel when you're walking around outside that there's like the Knicks are alive. And like somebody just said, it brings the sports fandom out of people. And even when we went to dinner with some friends the night before, and I met this guy for like the first time, maybe the second time, it was like really the first time. And this guy was like itching to have a get together for the Knicks game. Itching. He was like, "Oh, you guys should have people over." "Oh, no, well, I'll have people over." And I'm like, I love how fucking this guy's like into it. That's what the Knicks are doing for the city of New York. And I love that. So I'm very like, yes, go Knicks, while also not being go Knicks, if that makes sense. Because I'm just overall in my core, I'm a fan of sports. Now, at the same time, I love Detroit. I love the city of Detroit. I love Detroit. Like, I like the Rust Belt. I'm a Rust Belt guy. I like cities that aren't used to winning and you want to see them win, like Buffalo. I think Detroit is a perfect example. No, I didn't make it to Chicago, but I do love Chicago. Yeah, NYC does not claim the Devils. Yeah, well, Corn apparently is not a ball nowhere. NYC isn't a sports town, but you can feel outside the Knicks are alive. Yes, bandwagon fans, yeah. I think a big problem for big cities is that they are pricing out. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and who's the king of that? Obviously, fucking New York is. Don't even get me started. Good morning, bad guy on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. It's just going to be me today, no steak, but Mondays are a great stream. It's a great time to recap. We do have some games to get to, and we will get to them. So we're watching a game, and this is how I kind of want to segue my take into the infamous no call yesterday. Okay, the no call at the end of the Detroit Pistons New York Knicks game. All right. I just want to take a second before we talk about this. And I want to see, I would just want to say something. I just want to say something. Pistons should not have blown that lead. Yeah. Coming from a Pistons fan, it's great. I just want to say something. Was that not one of the best NBA playoff games you've seen in I don't know, recent memory? Was that not an excellent playoff game? Agree or disagree? DJen, I just want to say thank you for your story times. They really are top tier. Let's go, Torres. Love that. Love that. No, the one after was better. Awesome game. Awesome game. Yep. Spoken like a true Timberwolves fan. Yep. Yes, because there was defense. I'm going to take it a step further. That reminded me of the earliest 2000s defense, all grit. Yep. There was one blowout. Dude, it was a good no call. They let them play all game. Officiating is about matchup. They were not going to call that. Yes, I am in the rare minority here, and I need to get ahead of this, okay? Because I am being labeled a rage baiter. That's what my take for saying, hey, put your fandom aside. I don't care what team you root for. I don't care what team you had money on. I had the Knicks plus 2.5. If Tim Hardaway gets fouled and makes all 3 free throws, I still win my bet. I don't care. As a fan of basketball, and as a fan of sports, that was one of the better NBA playoff games I've seen in some time. It would have been a fucking travesty to end that game with free throws. I'm sorry, but it would have. They made a decision, and they went into that game, and they said, we're going to let them play. I will talk about this. Pistons had it. They folded like a lawn chair. The freeze frame picture makes it 10 times worse than it does live. Yeah, but I also think it looks amazing. Josh Hart is jumping. He leaves his feet to the side of Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway Jr. pump fakes and jumps into Josh Hart and then throws himself like this. A tale as old as time. We call that the Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce invented that move. I don't think if Brunson looking at that shot, he gets the call, though. Fair enough, but I want to say something. I know, which is very frustrating. I hate it. Brunson is insufferable. Everybody, all these players have their own ways of baiting for fouls. Paul Pierce started it, or maybe Reggie Miller. James Harden brought in a new level of flopping where he drives to the basket, makes contact with his shoulder, and throws himself back. Right? SGA, also a little bad. SGA is pretty soft. I don't like that because he's such a good basketball player. He's so talented. Hardaway did his best Brunson impression. Now, here's the thing. People are telling me, Special K is telling me, people that I like that, are saying the NBA came out and said this was a foul. Sure. You're not understanding the point I'm making. There is a deeper level to the point I'm trying to make. It's a foul, bro. Stop trying to make it something that it's not. Pistons gave that away at the end, but not surprising. No, you're not listening to me. I don't like games ending in free throws. Next game, Lakers. Do you see me say anything about that? Do you see me saying anything about that? Also, I didn't watch that game start to finish. They let those boys play. Riddle me this. Let's take it a step back. It was a beautiful game of basketball. You got the Knicks coming out and making a statement. What do they go up by? 16 points? 15, 16 points? The Knicks go up by 15 or 16 points. And I'm not even going to say it looked like they had the Pistons on the ropes because it's so early, and this happens all the time in the NBA. The Pistons, right before halftime, said, fuck this. What's up, E. Young? Who cares? The Knicks going to get that ass whoop next round? Yeah, probably. If the Pistons had a challenge, game would have ended with free throws for what it's worth. Electric game start to finish. Yep. Pistons say, fuck this. We're not going down like this. Not at home. Well, you wouldn't be making the point that you're making if they make that call. I don't need to listen. Wrong call. Don't try it. Yeah, well, this is the problem. And let me just get to I'll just get to the point so you guys understand this. What you're saying is a foul is the issue I have with the NBA to begin with. Do you or do you not agree the league over officiates? The NBA calls too many soft free throws. That is my opinion. And as someone with that opinion, I hate the flopping. I hate players prioritizing getting a free throw rather than getting a basket. Tim Hardaway was not trying to make a shot. Tim Hardaway was trying to get free throws. And I understand that's part of the game. I understand, just like in soccer, when you make contact and you fall and you flop and you cry, that's part of the game. Does that make it okay? Do you like that? Do you like that? They've been given. I stop saying that. I understand that. Stop saying that. I'm telling you, I hate that Brunson gets those calls. I love Jalen Brunson. I hate how he's playing the game of basketball, baiting for fouls. Thank you. Thank you. So when Allen and everybody are saying these things, it's a foul. I'm not saying it's not a foul. My issue is that it's a foul. Does anybody understand that? I think I'm making my point pretty clear. Got to clean it up. It sucks. It sucks that happened to the Pistons because, again, I like Detroit. And if you're a Pistons fan, I'm sorry. But come on. Come on. They let him play the entire game. Cat was driving to the basket, getting tangled up, and they weren't calling it probably 10 times. And as a Knicks bettor, I was okay with it. In the regular season, they probably call those fouls 6, 7, 8 times. And it's insufferable because Cat was driving to the basket. He wasn't trying to score. He was just putting his head down. He was making contact, and he was just going like this trying to get a foul. And they didn't give it to him. And I loved it. I'm telling you why I'm doubling down on this. You got to stand for something or fall for everything. My biggest problem with the NBA, and this has been a consistent take of mine, if you've been following me, is I have a hard time watching it because of how many fouls that get called and the way it's officiated. Players are drawing fouls more so than they are trying to score baskets. Well, we're almost done. Dude played insane yesterday at 40 years old and say, I'm not talking about LeBron right now. With 33 drawn fouls in postseason, Nick Close is a joker. Good morning, DJ. How about Novak and Griffin? Yeah, I gotta give Beav his flowers, by the way. W golf guy. Well, they've been calling that all play, pump, jump, call it there. But since it happened in the game with no calls, yeah. I hate the obvious drive and foul that teams do when they're down 5-7 points. Yep. That's actually pretty insane. LeBron's defense was elite. Yeah, listen, LeBron's a freak. Okay, and it sucks that the Lakers went out the way they did, but it is what it is. I'm not a Lakers guy, so go Wolves. Oh, so listen, all I'm trying to say is this: take your bias out of it. Take your bias out of it, because let's be honest, I understand what the Detroit Pistons are saying and what they're doing, and they're posting their Twitter account on this saying blatant. Okay, if the roles reversed, because you go in the comment section, you look at what the Knicks fans are saying. The Pistons fan would be saying that. And the Knicks would be saying that. Let's put an end to baiting fouls. Let's put an end to it. Let's not make a game being able to be decided by somebody not even trying to make a shot, just jumping in and looking for a foul. You watch the replay. I understand it. There's contact. Why is there contact? Josh Hart is on the side of him. You understand what I'm saying? What people are not talking about is how Josh Hart was getting his arm ripped down, but Tobias Harris, so he couldn't grab the rebound. Only one reason. Sure, you can dice it up a million different ways. The issue isn't whether we should put an end to it. It's the arbitrary timing of not calling. I think the timing of the no call is fantastic given how the game was officiated. And I thought that was Hype Train Level 1. DJ Law coming in here. Oh, we got sub bangs going left and right. Tyler, what's up? Dead Press Carter with a new sub bang. Love it. Just tuning in. How much shit has Dejan talked about how much shit has Dejan talked about a 40-year-old? What? Who's the 40-year-old, by the way? LeBron. I'm not shitting on LeBron. SGA gets a bad rep for all these fouls. Guys putting themselves in disadvantage because they can't stand in front of them. Yes and no. Yes and no. Listen, I loved that game yesterday. I really did. I loved it. And kudos to the Detroit Pistons for coming back and making that statement. Would you agree? Would you agree that third quarter? Would you agree that third quarter? That was an unbelievable quarter by the Detroit Pistons. Unbelievable. It's unfortunate that when we talk about this game, we have to talk about that fucking that call or that no call, because the Pistons come back and are up by 10 points. How about when Jalen Brunson goes on the floor and Dennis Schroeder steals it from him and Brunson gets hurt? Didn't you love that they didn't call that a foul? They would call that a foul in the regular season more times than they wouldn't. Didn't you love they didn't call that a foul? I bet the Knicks yesterday, and I love that they didn't call that a foul. I bet the Knicks yesterday, Cat went to the rim 10 times, turned the ball over, and didn't get a foul. I loved it. Agree, Matthew. I personally don't care about the Knicks, and it's uncommon for the refs in college to not call fouls on last-second shots. If you're complaining about the officiating Knicks series, I hope you haven't watched the Celtics series. Oof. Just because you get in front of a defender doesn't mean you have to stop arbitrarily running behind you. Yeah, listen. He pump faked it. Josh Hart left his feet. He was jumping on the side of him, and Tim Hardaway Jr. jumped into him. He didn't care to make the shot. He just threw it like this. He tried to draw a foul. He didn't draw the foul. So be it. That game was beautiful. I'm sorry. I don't care. If I'm not over here saying, I'm not dying on the hill of saying it wasn't a foul, but I am saying I love the NBA not calling fouls more so than when they call fouls. Is that really such a hot take? Is that such a hot take? It's a great take right there. Oh, dude, yeah. Well, that's the thing. People are coming at me and they're saying, oh, DJ, you're a rage baiter. Well, you know what's funny? The same people who are saying I'm a rage baiter are apparently just okay with NBA players just baiting for fouls. Let's keep it 100. If you don't like bait, you don't like bait. Apparently, you're okay with the bait of somebody not trying to score and just drawing a foul. You got a problem with me having a problem with that. Hypocrite. That's what I say. Should have been an offensive foul. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I thought it was an unbelievable game. And listen, the honest truth, Pistons should have won that game. Agree or disagree? Pistons should have won that game, despite the last shot, the foul or no foul. Pistons should have won that game. They blew it. But also, chat every day. Oh, stop it. Let's laugh at the Lake Show. JJ should have tried to get the starters. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. Agreed, Alan. I don't like how people look at it one way and refuse to ticky-tack foul before that. But he didn't even try to make the shot. He didn't try to make the shot, and that is my problem. You pump fake, the defender leaves their feet, move over, step into it, get a clean shot. He didn't try to take a clean shot, and you know what? It's not Tim Hardaway's fault. That's the way the NBA is nowadays. Don't you understand what I'm saying? That's the way the NBA is. They reward that. Stop. Let's put an end to it. One steak back on stream tomorrow. But weren't as much of a part of the game as they were. Great. Dirty Jers Degen. Great. The game was so much better for Restaurant Vault. I totally agree. It's what happens when you trust players who went to tomorrow. I have a very annoying rant about the Boston Celtics that nobody cares about. Can't wait. Pump fake got him off his feet. He did his job. He cannot jump into his jump. He can move. He can move. He can move. That is true. Instead of looking for the shot, he wanted for the foul. It's a symptom of sickness. Thank you. I actually do really like how many, there's few of you, but there are some of you, I think, that are coming around to this take. And I'm just emphasizing this because I want you to really understand something. As somebody who has some sort of platform to give sports opinions, I don't like being accused of rage baiting. I'm not saying like I'm sensitive and that it's going to, make me really upset and throw a hissy fit. But I have been so consistent, so unbelievably consistent about my issue with the NBA. I have been saying it. You guys have watched me for, some of you have been subscribing over 30 months. I have told you I loved the NBA. I can't watch basketball now like I did then because I don't care for free throws. And they call everything. And I hate that. The shooter has the right of way. Defender can't choose the shooter's space. LMAO. Well, listen. When a defender is straight up in the air with his hands, and I know Josh Hart came down like this, whatever, but my biggest pet peeve in basketball is when the offensive player goes into the defender, doesn't even really try to make a basket, and just throws his hands up. And Cat did that a lot yesterday, and they didn't call it, and I was okay with that. The Pistons should have won that game, despite the fouling. I think you just have to give credit for honestly, you got to give credit to the Knicks for making insane shots. Can we give a little bit of credit? I want to tell you first and foremost, I would be, if I'm a fucking Pistons fan, let's be real. You're not winning the next round. You're not making a deep run. Beating the Knicks would be really cool. But let's be honest. If you're a Pistons fan, sure, maybe you feel like you got fucked, whatever. But you blew the game. And that's why I like sick money. That's why I like sick money. You blew the game. You got to give the Knicks some credit. They also took it back. The Knicks took that game back. Jalen Brunson comes in. They're down fucking 8 points, 10 points. Dude is making crazy shots. And how about this? Not flopping. Not looking for the foul. One of the most infuriating things from a Knicks bettor yesterday was I didn't understand why Cat kept trying to go to the basket or OG kept trying to go to the basket and just get the foul. They weren't calling fouls. They weren't calling fouls. If I were Tibbs, I'd say, hey, stop fucking trying to get the fouls. They're letting you guys play. You're not getting anything. Move the ball around, pass the ball a little bit more, try to get a better look and take an actual shot. They weren't doing that in the third quarter, and that's what got him in a fucking hole. Brunson comes in there, makes some unreal plays, makes some fucking stone cold fucking plays, gets him to within like 4 or 6. And then Cat with that fadeaway basket on the baseline with like 1:30 left. And then that crazy fucking 3. The Knicks made fucking plays. Pistons were awesome in that third quarter. That was such an amazing game. That was such an amazing game. And I'm sorry, to end that game with a fucking guy pump faking and jumping into the defender and saying, oh, there was contact. Give him 3 free throws and potentially a chance to win the game. Fuck that. I'm out. Sorry. I'm out. Great game. Great game. And yeah, how about that? Holy shit. How about the fucking dog out of Tobias Harris? Oh my God. Stop it. Stop it. He never jumped into the defender. Stop. Stop. Tobias Harris. Where did this guy come from? Where did this guy come from? At least this is better story time than Tex-Mex and 100 other stories. We just had somebody say he loves story time. This is Clippers Tobias. Dude, this Tobias Harris is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Brother, his feet were set, pump faked, and got the defender of FC, then went back up. No, I'm sorry. That did not happen. Started the game 0 for 8, pretty sure. Detroit reviving Tobias Harris' career, not on my bingo card. Listen, I gotta tell you, there's two things that I love about watching this Detroit Pistons stream. I agree he did not jump into the defender. Big DG guy here, but no, that's okay. I think you should give it one more look. I think you should give it one more look. I think you should give it one more look and see how the contact was initiated. But that's fine. Funniest part about this is if Detroit had a challenge, you aren't engagement baiting with this bit. No, the funniest thing is that people are still saying engagement baiting. Because here's what's hilarious. Here's what's hilarious. If that happens to Josh Hart and Tim Hardaway is doing the same thing and the Pistons win the game and Josh Hart doesn't shoot three free throws, the words engagement baiting ain't coming out of your mouth, brother. They ain't. Do you know what's coming out of your mouth? They let him play all game. They let him play all game. You would say we got bailed. Come on, dude. Come on. I'm as neutral as they come. I love the Detroit Pistons. I would have still won my bet. There's no bias in my bet. Come on. Stop looking at the screenshot. Watch the fucking play. Go watch the fucking play. Watch the before and the after. I get it. There was contact. Why? Pump fakes. Josh Hart is in the air and he's going sideways. Tim Hardaway goes like this. It's not that crazy. Not that crazy. It is not hard to admit that the refs made the wrong call and your team won. Bro, it's okay. It's okay in real game time if that doesn't get called. And it's okay for me to say, I love there being less fouls called in the NBA from start to finish. It's not engagement baiting. It's just not. The Pistons are dog shit. I don't think the Pistons are dog shit, but they blew it. That did happen, DJ. And Josh Hart just tried his best to move himself out of the way. There we go. Look at the picture. Where is Josh Hart in that picture? He's on the fucking side. But good no call. If it were no way in hell I'm calling that he had. Yeah. I understand you keep saying that. Pacers would rock the Pistons. I don't know. Yeah, we're still talking about this. It's fucking Monday. It's 10:38. Stop being that guy. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Less fouls is great, but not when it costs the Pistons a series. Okay. Hold on. You know, Spain currently has no power. No way. Pistons aren't dog shit, whoever. But in the fourth quarter, lack of spirit set. Yeah. I do not agree. that cost the Pistons a series. I do not agree. The Pistons were up 8 to 10 points with 6-7 minutes left. Sure. You can't say the Pistons are dog shit. I hate that. That's like people saying the Rays are dog shit. Stop that, bro. They're doing more with less. Also, this last thing I'm going to say about the Pistons. If the Wolves did not have a challenge and Lakers end up winning, would have been the same story. A lot of animosity this morning. Yep. Knicks in 5, baby. Listen, last thing I'm going to say, Devil of Aramati, new follow. What's up? Don't really sound all that friendly, but we'll see. Fuck you. I will say this. Cade Cunningham, dog. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Listen, sports fans are a wild, loyal breed, and I get it. You got a bunch of goggles on. You got blinders on. I get it. But I'm sorry. If I'm a Pistons fan, sure, you probably feel like you got fucked by that call. But also, come on. Cat made some fucking crazy shots. Brunson got him back in the game. You kind of blew it. Sorry. Engagement bait weekly. Yeah. No, I won't stand for that. I'm going to have fucking takes that nobody gives a shit about, and they just fall on deaf ears and they fall into the abyss. And I'm going to have some that you guys agree with, and I'm going to have some you don't like. You don't like this. I've been passionate about the NBA. Stop calling so many fouls for a very long time. Great place to start. It's that simple. 11 points in the NBA these days, like 5 points in college. Yep. Won 14 games last year. They're amazing. Yeah. Foul is a foul. Arms 40 degrees, not straight up. Okay, but okay. The arms I won't disagree with you with. So anyways, I didn't see the rest of the games. I had a couple beers with Greg. We had a great time. Watched some games, but that game I was into. I mean, I was fucking into it. I really was into it. That was awesome. That was a great game. Yeah. I'm glad more than one person is saying this, by the way, because it's clear as fucking day to me. So then it is you're missing the point. I will say this the last time I'll say this. I'm not dying on the hill of it not being a foul. I am dying on the hill of the NBA should stop calling that a foul. They should stop calling that a foul. If you're going to say, oh, they called it all series, they should call it again, whatever. They weren't calling shit yesterday. Okay? It was a great no call. That's all I'm saying. Great no call. You're a Knicks fan. Stop. Let me go back and forth about this live. Let's not act like the Pistons shooting. Sure. Yeah, stop. Everybody's going to say it. Stop. Anyways, we'll move on. Celtics Magic. I got a tweet that's going like semi-viral right now that people aren't like super thrilled with. Do you guys, I am curious. Do you guys think that the Celtics are being a little soft? If you had Pistons money line, just say that. Do you guys think that Celtics are soft? W. I mean, I'm sorry, not the Pistons. I say Pistons. The Celtics are soft. So here's you guys are all arguing with each other. This is crazy. This is like being in a fucking hornet's nest right now. Absolutely not getting mugged. They are getting mugged. They're getting mugged. No. Listen. They're most fucking sports debates and conversations are going to get heated. We can all be civil here. I am a Magic fan. You can tell me the Magic are playing too rough and fouling too much and being dirty. That's fine. Yeah. I do not agree with you. I just think I will have my blinders on. That's okay. That's a fair take. If you don't foul the Celtics, they win every game by 20. Fair take. Isn't it? Listen. The same guy you're calling a rage baiter, I'm agreeing with you guys. Same guy. Fuck that. I won't be accused of rage baiting. You're not going to like some takes. You're going to like some takes. Isn't it a little refreshing to hear a fan of a team agree with someone, with a critic and a hater and a fan of the other team? I agree with you. But here is the one thing that people aren't really. No, stop. If you guys just want to go through fucking 6 baseball games, no. Stop whining. It's a fucking recap. Stop whining. This is not make me a fucking bicycle clown. Get the fuck out of here. Come back in an hour. All right? There's 6 fucking games on. No, we're talking sports. For the love of fuck. Holy shit. Wind me up, Scotty. Jesus. You want to talk about fucking the Rockies and the Braves today? Ryan Felter. There's 8 fucking games on. We'll talk about them. We got plenty of time. It's not DJ A. Smith just because you don't agree with me. You don't agree with me. Don't go running around out there saying New York is an elite sports city, by the way. That's a terrible take. Terrible take. The dog shit Braves. Oh, you sure? Listen, I want to talk about things that are relevant. And what's relevant right now is the Celtics Magic series is very physical. There's a lot of fouling. DJ. It's crazy. No matter what, you're going to sit up here, you're going to talk about sports, you're going to get people that come in, they shit on you, and that's fine, and I'll take that. I got pretty thick skin. The rage baiting is crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to have some really good takes. I'm going to have some really bad takes. You disagree with it? Fine. I want the fucking NBA to call less fouls. It's a good no call. And anyways, we're moving on from that game, okay? I'm just curious because this was not something I'm familiar with. I didn't realize the Celtics were soft. And I do understand the Magic are mucking it up and the Magic are playing very physical. And I understand. Yes, by the way. Better be called that than DJ and Sharp. Am I right? Absolutely. We're both going for 30 plus a game. They get 0 shot, but that's not a hot take. No, I just want to say this about the Celtics. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's what I want people to understand. And I feel like this is common knowledge. And people keep saying this. What's up, Shamway? Here's what people keep saying. And someone just said it. If the Magic aren't fouling like this, the Celtics win by 20 plus. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Look at the Boston Celtics, man. They won the fucking championship. They're really fucking good. Look at the Magic. Do you see who they have playing basketball? Do you see who they have playing basketball? For the love of fuck. There's a baby crying on my floor right now because I'm screaming about this. Holy shit. Yeah, the Magic have to fucking play dirty. Deal with it. Fucking deal with it. Go out there, take your fucking lumps, win the fucking series, and get on with us. The fuck is wrong about that? We're starting Corey fucking Joseph, man. Corey Joseph. You got KCP as your third fucking player. You try that. You fucking try that. Try winning a fucking series against the NBA champions with fucking Corey Joseph and KCP and 20-year-old Anthony Black. Some guy on Twitter today said Anthony Black was playing too hard. Have you fucking looked at Anthony Black? He's 20 years old and he's 180 fucking pounds. Some guy Googled it and said, no, he's not. He's 200 pounds. Brother, you want to fucking Google Anthony Black? ESPN doesn't even have the right fucking guy. This is who Celtics fans are complaining about. Wah, wah, wah. Stop it. Holy shit. Stop it. That's a fucking weird day. Get over it. It's fucking Monday at 10:47. Why is everybody acting like this is so fucking crazy? We're recapping. Do you not understand the fucking weekend recap? Holy shit. Act like you've been here before, for the love of fuck. We're talking about topics from the fucking weekend in the NBA. And these are the two most relevant ones. Stop it. Anyways, I can't believe it. W. Greg with 10 sub-bangs, by the way. Dude, do you see what I have to deal with over here? This is just how it is nowadays. People are never happy. People are never happy. They're never satisfied. Give me what I want. Make me a bicycle clown. We're buzzing over here. We're talking sports. We're fucking talking sports. I can't believe the Celtics are so soft and complaining so much. The Magic have nobody. They are not better than you. They are terrible when it comes to comparing the Magic to the Celtics. It's not even fucking close. So yeah, they got to play a little dirty and they got to muck it up. Fucking deal with it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. You don't fucking like it. What else you got? What else you got? You don't want to hear me talk about the fucking Celtics and Anthony Black and the Magic? What else you got? What else you got? Tell me right now what's better. Tell me right now. I want to know. You're leaving the Degenerate Weekly stream right now because we're recapping. We're recapping too much. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to go watch a fucking guy play video games? Is that what you're going to watch? I'd rather be here. That's just me. Go follow. Thank you. You want to fucking talk about Nick Martinez fucking strikeouts? Bye. Just kidding. We're going to get there. Respect that take. Hate to see cheap shit, but you're right. What else are they really supposed to do? Thank you. Paul Mack. I like you. Good Celtics fan. This is civil. I'm only hostile right now because people are mad that we're talking about this. Otherwise, I would be very civil. Probably to book it stream, less yelling. Okay, fine. That's fair, I guess. Pacers rinse all the Eastern Conference teams. Yep. I need your take on Gavin Cash getting ejected on Saturday. You want botched teams, you say here. Wow, you know Ninja. I only know he's a video game streamer. Anyways, we're going to move on from this. I'm just appalled at how soft the Celtics fans are on Twitter right now. It's like, oh, the Magic are playing reckless. Yeah, what else are they going to do? If you want to just straight up play basketball, we're going to lose by 30 every game. We got to get in your fucking heads. We got to get in your heads. I don't want anybody to get injured, by the way. I don't want Brown dislocating his finger. I don't want guys to get injured, but it's like, it's the only fucking chance they have. What are you going to do? Someone get you to fire up a stream. Oh, that is fucking funny. Greg, 10 sub-bags. Greg, you've been red hot. Nice job. But terrible advice yesterday. I was staring down Luka to score 35 plus 255. Luka have a day. Greg goes, no, man, don't do that. He pulls me in and he says, take the PRA. It's a fucking lot. I'm just kidding. It didn't go down like that. But anyway, shout out Greg giving me cake, and shout out me giving Steak no home run bet plus 550. It's just, what are you going to do? What else are you going to do? It's that some people call me Steve Nash. Some people say I'm rage baiting. Some people call me Steve Nash. All right. Which one are you? Okay. Anyways, We'll get into it. NHL recapping, because again, that's what we do here on 1050 on a fucking Monday morning. For anybody that's new here, you see this? It's the weekend recap. Spent all week digging into the fucking board and RotoWire, Baseball Savant. I got carpal fucking tunnel developing in my wrist. My eyes are burning. I got fucking blue light glasses over here. You can wait 30 minutes while we recap the weekend. Need your take on Barstool. I can't fucking stand them. Showing so many public opinions for athletes, an example, hitting on Rory. I'm not familiar with that. Actually. Keep enjoying the rant. Thank you. I don't know. That's got to be a Krabs thing. Krabs says words weird. He pronounces things in a weird way. Like he does it with Vison. It's a letter V and then S-I-N, and I think he says Vison, right? So it's Degen. I think it's Degen. But also at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Recap now. What have you been doing for the last 50 minutes? Well, I got to spend 10 minutes fucking defending myself, apparently. Impeccable diction. Yeah. Is that like a Virginia accent, by the way? DJ aka Jeff Saturday. Yep. Anyways, let's keep moving. WBTL though, obviously you gotta make sure everybody's sensitive nowadays. I'm not busting balls. I'm not shitting on anyone. I like BTL and book. I'm a bookie guy. Just want to make that very clear, because you never know. You have some people watching. DJ's talking shit. No, far from it. Anyways, Blues beat the fuck out of the Jets. Even the series 2-2. I don't know what's going on with Hellebuck in the playoffs. I really don't understand it. Hurricanes take care of business. Thank goodness. I need him to close that out because I need under 5.5 games there. I got Jets -1.5. Devils Hurricanes under. I got the Leafs over 5.5. I need the fucking Senators to win game 5, obviously. And then I took the Knights -2.5 at a plus price. That shit ain't hitting. So not looking too good right now. 0-1 with the Knights. Hopefully get the Hurricanes next game 1-1, and then I'm probably going to lose the next two with the Jets -1.5 in the Senators. We didn't even finish NBA. Oh, come on! I got to move the fucking bus. Look, in all seriousness, in all fairness, I didn't watch a lot of the Lakers Wolves game. That's when Greg and we started to really get a little. I didn't even get that drunk yesterday, but we were kind of starting to vibe, and we went back to that bar that was busy. We didn't really have a great spot. We were watching the first half. I didn't see the ending. I came home. I ate my Asian leftovers. I did heat them up this time. I like cold leftovers. Okay. And apparently that's a really hot take too. Rage bait. But I did eat them up, and they were delicious. They were very delicious. Connor McDavid is insane. Yeah. Which team is most likely to lose game 5? Leafs or Caps? Oh man. You know what's interesting? I think the Leafs are much better than the Senators, whereas I'm not sure. Like the Capitals are better than the Canadiens, I think, but the gap. How am I trying to say this? No, that's not the right way to say it. That would be a bad take. I think the Leafs. And I don't have I got to be careful what I say now, because, you say some crazy shit. Everybody thinks you're going to be rage baiting now. Did you reheat it in a walk? No, I didn't. Can we talk Lakers? Well, here's the thing. This is the only thing I can say about the Lakers, because again, I'm not just going to come out here and just throw out some bullshit and give you some non-genuine opinions. I didn't watch a lot of the game, so I don't just want to say shit to say shit. I know there was some questionable decision-making down the end of the stretch of this game. Looked like the Lakers had it, then it looked like the Wolves had it, then it looked like the Lakers had it, then the Wolves win. All I got to say about the game is this. Anthony Edwards is amazing. LeBron James is unbelievable. I get that. Like, he's unbelievable. Luka's a freak. I am such an Anthony Edwards guy. I want the Wolves to go as far as they possibly can. Sorry. And I'm trying to make that clear. Dijon, does a sports bar exist in NYC? Yeah, they do. Yes, there are sports bars in NYC. Are there like my favorite one closed a long time ago? Blind Pig was awesome. Flying Puck, great Rangers bar in Midtown, gone. It's tough. Great bar. Great. This is the sad thing. This is the reality of just the times we live in. Great bar up in Greenpoint in Brooklyn called the Pencil Factory. Been there 25 years. Great bar, closing after 25 years. And there's rumors that a Lululemon is opening up. So hopefully, I think Cornfields can maybe sit on that one for a second and be like, ooh, New York City, elite sports day. No free ads. Very funny, by the way. JJ Redick panicked and went to his GOAT, Coach K. Oh, that's terrible. What's for lunch today? Not at Newers with Chudy. No, unfortunately not. I do have to start eating a lot better, because I'm not in a good shape right now, and I want to be in good shape. I wasn't bad yesterday. I had like maybe 6-7 wings. They weren't my favorite wings. You know, they're like crispy and then they just like drizzle sauce on that. I need them fucking wet. You know, that's the only problem sometimes, like the hipster bars. They try to do a little too much with the food. Some of it's good, but wings are wings. Throw that shit all in there in buffalo sauce. Don't give me like a really crispy wing and like just drizzle some fucking sauce. You know what I mean? This is on my mind. This is on my mind. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lulu, but it's like I'd rather have a really good bar than a Lululemon in a neighborhood like that. I'm such an Anthony Edwards guy. I just am. I am. I love him. I love him. Gambling coffee mug, by the way. Shout out Steak with the DGen beanie. That was a sick beanie. You know where to get it. You know where to get it. We haven't done one in a long time. Shop.weekly.com. We haven't plugged merch in a long time. Long time. Gave Greg his crew neck finally. Bang. Sick hoodies. We're actually almost out of hoodies. But it makes sense because it's getting warmer anyway. Anthony Edwards is a cut from the MJ cloth. He's having a dog. Yep. I absolutely love it. Steak cracks me up with how far his legs are in spread. Dude, Steak does a lot of things that will crack you up. He's a very interesting guy. He's a great guy. Obviously, love him to death. But he's a very interesting guy. He's going to do things his way. You can give him some feedback, give him some opinions. He'll take it. It'll hit him. I don't think you're going to see the change. So don't spend too much time on it, but that's okay. We just let him be who he is. Cause at the end of the day, he's a great guy. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. It's all that matters. Good dude. Does some weird things, rides a hoverboard around the city of Orlando, but we love him for who he is. Okay. Yes. Does he spread his legs out as far as he possibly can? Yes. Okay. Why is no one getting this is the year of young stars? I don't know. But anyways, that's all I got on that game. I didn't watch the Pacers Bucks. I did want to recap some hockey real quick. Thank you to the Hurricanes. Capitals are the Capitals are going to be a pesky team. They just are. We need a hoverboard stream. I think he sold it finally. What I really don't understand, and I'd love to know, and then we can get into the board today. Oh, actually, we could recap a little bit of baseball. Then we can get into the board, which is timing up perfectly because it's 10:57. Then we have a full hour to talk about 8 fucking games. Yeah, that was an awesome hit. So you know what's funny? There are times in Twitter where it's like I like to share an opinion on something, but I think enough people have done it. You know, it's a fine line. I did want to say something about that Tom Wilson hit, and everybody reacted to it so soon. And I was like, I'm just going to sit this one on the sideline. No one needs to see a 34th retweet of Tom Wilson, you know. But people forget this. People forget that Tom Wilson broke the New York Rangers. Does anybody really remember that? Can we recap the draft also? We need more recap of the weekends. I'd love to, but I'm going to have a fucking mutiny on my hands. So how about we go through the board after this and then we'll recap the draft because I have there's still some things to talk about. Tom Wilson is a bad motherfucker. He is just like, he's like the guy, he's just the epitome of a guy you hate unless he's on your team and you want him on your team. I got called crazy when I questioned how effective Luka was going to be in this series. You remember that? Yeah. He stuffed them in a fucking locker, and they have not been the same since. Leaving off the biggest weekend in college baseball, shaking my head. Yeah, I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't understand how the Oilers, the Kings, the Oilers are going to win the series, aren't they? These are always the late games. I can't stay up to watch them, but Kings are a fun team. You know, Kings are a fun team. But the Oilers are just the Oilers, I guess. They're not going to make it easy. Yeah, this is well said. When they turn it up. So here's the last thing I'll say about hockey. Let's touch on MLB a little bit, and then we'll get into the board. So anybody who's waiting to talk about the games today, we're like right there. We're on the fucking cusp, okay? We are so close, and we will get there, I promise. The Oilers, the switch flipped, didn't it? The switch flipped. They're probably going to win the next 2 games, aren't they? It's unfortunate because, I mean, we all love a good upset. And I know people were saying like, oh, wow, you know, the Kings have home ice. They've been so good at home. They're a dog in this series. I really want the Kings to be the upset and not the fucking Blues because it feels like one of them's going to do it, you know? Like one of them's going to fucking do it. Yeah, that's true. Letting 3+ goals in a game, not a recipe for winning a cup. Yep. Kings looked out of their league in the third yesterday. Fuck. They need a goalie and a top 4 D-man, and they would have 2 to 3 cups. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I mean, the Blues look so fucking good, and Hellebuck really looks like a product. The Blues can go into Winnipeg and win Game 5. They really can. King should have won 4-0. Oh my God. So here's the thing. Game 5 is this series. And if you're the Kings, you got to know that okay, you've got them where you want them, in the sense that at the end of the day, it's 2-2. Game 5 is in your building. That's where you want them. But you could have had them down 3-1. And that sucks, doesn't it? You know, like the Stars lose Game 4 and they lose it 4-0. I have more, if I was an Avs bettor, I'd have more concern on the Stars coming out and winning Game 5. Does this all make sense? Exactly. Mentally, after the last 2 games, I'd be curious how they bounce back. Exactly. You know, like, okay, no big deal. It's 2-2. It's Game 5. It's in your building. You're great at home. Like, that's how these things are supposed to go. The Stars going back 2-2 to Dallas Game 5 after losing 4-0, I would feel much better about if I was Dallas. No one showed DGen Prime's response to his tweet. Oh, no. What did he say? What did Prime do? Which tweet, by the way? Probably the fucking Pistons one. Oh, let's see. This is not considered a foul on Steph Curry, LeBron. Oh, boy. There's too many people interacting with this tweet. Hold on. I got to see. Clean or dirty? I don't see it. I don't see Prime's thing. Oh, well. Damn. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked like that. That's if last 2 games, can the Oilers win in LA, though? Well, that's the thing. It's not if the Oilers can win in LA now. It's now, how does LA respond after blowing it like that? That's got to be tough. It's got to be really tough. All right, just a quick takeaways. By the way, I got my eyes on the Panthers. I got my fucking eyes on the Panthers. Is that game tonight? We'll talk about it. All right, is everybody ready to almost get locked in? Let's recap yesterday in the MLB, and then we'll move forward. The Rays went on a 6-game road trip to the Diamondbacks and to the Padres stadiums, and they went 5-1. Bounce back games from Pepe, bounce back games from Boz. You love to see it. Chandler Simpson, shout out Cornfields, getting him Rookie of the Year 70-1. What is that now? Minus 110? That's why I listen to Generate Weekly Stream. I get to hear meaningless stories. It's actually a great comment. Only 2 games tonight. Might be the best playoff night yet. Yeah, huge games. Okay, well, here's the thing. The Rays, another game with 10 hits. I mean, the offense is there. They're not scoring as many runs as I'd like them to, but they're 500. We'll take that, okay? The Mets and the Nationals, what an unbelievable. I tweeted this. I saw Krabs commented, thanks. Washington sports teams have never really done anything for me. The Wizards are so blah. Even like the Redskins were kind of meh. You know, I'm now Commanders. I get that. Talking about back in the day. But like in the Capitals, I get it. They won a Stanley Cup. But the Nationals, and I know they won a World Series, but it's like they were just like weren't good for that long. It's kind of cool that they reloaded so quickly. And I get like they just nailed trading their superstar, which I think is awesome. Would you guys agree or disagree? And I remember, and I keep referring to Krabs because he's the only fucking Nationals fan that I even, know of or interact with. And I remember he was very upset when they traded Juan Soto, and I understand that, but it's like, it is what it is. I'm a Rays fan, so I'm just accustomed to these kind of things. Like, the guy's not going to be there. You got to make the move. You got to make the move. You can't just sit there and keep him and pay him. The Nats were the asshole of the league for like 4 years. Yeah, but like that's perfect. You won your fucking World Series. You had your young superstar that just didn't work out anymore. You traded him, and you get these guys who are balling out. This James Woods guy is unbelievable. And to come back like that and win that game yesterday was so fucking gritty. I mean, they're 13-15, 9-6 at home. That's super. That's fucking cool. Also, it was always fade Mitchell Parker day after the over on those Mets and Nationals games burned us in game 1 or game 2 of these series. Always go back to the over. I didn't have the balls to do it. I didn't have the stones to do it. Shout out to you guys that did. I saw a few people comment on my tweet. 8-7. Poor Blue Jays. They get swept yesterday, didn't they? Poor one out for Johnny Jutana and Avery, man. Can't believe they got to watch a whole season of this team. 13-15, not the worst. The Nats were I already read that already. The Braves and Diamondbacks were a scrappy game. I like the Braves. I almost bet the Braves. I stayed off of that one. Thought the White Sox were going to beat the A's yesterday. They did not. I was really, 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 really tempted to take the Rangers yesterday, and I didn't. Giants win that one. They're gritty. 19-10. Wait, race sweep. Yep. Oh, they did. I'm sorry. You're right. Who's utter poverty? My Orioles. Yes. Tigers are legit. Nats got Gore and Wood for Soto. Padres got Michael King. Would you rather have them get what the Yankees got for him? Man, Michael King's a dog. Reds take care of business. Lodolo shoves. Brewers. Maybe I'm wrong about the Brewers. Maybe they are a scrappy team. Astros. I did fade Bubic. I had a nice little winning day yesterday. Needed it after a week of piss. I was on a 6-day cold streak. We took a look. I got in the lab briefly yesterday. No notes. But I do appreciate you guys on the feedback, though. When I just slammed some coffee in the morning, put down the notes on Twitter. I'd put them on the website the other day. Shout out to everybody who came through. That was awesome. You louted the Red Sox yesterday. Nice. The degenerateweekly.com. Go to the website. I'll be doing that a little bit more often. Subscribe to the newsletter while you're there, too. Astros came through, thankfully, shut out in back-to-back games. Had to fade Bubic off a fucking masterclass that came through. The Red Sox, nasty against the Guardians. It was always fade Logan Allen Day. Shout out Brian Bayo. I'm trying to sound cultured. The Orioles are abysmal. 7-0. Good Lord. And what was the other game? Oh, the Mariners, dude. The Mariners fucking blowing it to the Marlins, and then it got interesting yesterday, too. Fucking 7-6. They ended up winning. Never easy. And then the Phillies win a low scoring game. It was always the under. Shout out Jordan Romano with his second save of the year. This fucking guy. Also, I have Pete Fairbanks most saves this year. He's got 6. He's not going to win. That's fine. But I'm just looking over here. Who is this Munoz guy for the fucking Mariners? He's got 10 saves already. How do you have 10 saves in 28 games? Holy shit. Bayo. Oh, so I'm saying it right. Okay, well, fucking shout out me. Snacks gifted a sub bang to Real Nicky Gamble. Shout out to Greg again and Shamway. 23 months, 2 years of nonsense, 0 winners found, race team total over. Love that. You guys know why you're here. We appreciate that. Okay. Are we ready to officially talk about the board? We have 2, 4, 6, 8 baseball games. I know everybody is just so eager to talk about. I can't wait. We've got 2 NBA games. Oh, we actually might go back to recapping when it's all said and done because there's just not that much today. And we got Florida and Tampa. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be on the Florida Panthers. I'll be on the Florida Panthers. I'm going to be on the money line. It's going to be my third 2-unit play, and I'll tell you why. All right, we need more recap, please. Snowman, I'll fucking recap till the cows come home, okay? But listen, at the end of the day, I am a man of the people. I'll give the people what they want. If they don't want to hear me fucking yap about the recap, so be it. We'll talk about the games. But I do have to pee. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. We still recapping? No. Wait. Yeah, we just ended the recap. It's 11:08. It's perfect. Hashtag recap. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna take a piss. And then we will be right back. Don't forget, it is the weekend recap. Taking a piss. Hope you all had a lovely Saturday and Sunday and have an excellent Monday. I'm here for your Case of the Monday special in your cubicles, in your ears. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take this. What a banger. 18 comments. Can't wait to see all the snowflake emojis. DJ's 46-year-old and does not enjoy cocaine. Yep. So was it? I'll fucking go back down the hill. I'll go right back down or up that hill, whatever that saying is. We go right. I don't even know if that's a saying. Anyways, let's get into it. I don't want to get distracted. Okay. The name of that song. It's not even really a song. It's just an audio file. It's like original music, like non-copyrighted music that you can download on some website. I think it's called like Soundstripe or some shit. I don't know. It's not bad, right? Oh, we got a game at 4:00 today. Let's go. Let's go. How about it? Trevor Williams on the bump against the New York Mets playing on a Monday. Is this a 4-game series? I guess it is. Would you look at that? Huh? Would you look at that? All right, I don't even have my tabs up. You're going to have to give me a minute. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of time, guys. We're going to go nice and easy, okay? Just like Usher said, we're going to take it nice and slow. Let's see what we got here. We got Griffin Canning and Trevor Williams. What do we know about Trevor Williams? We know he's not very good, okay? We do know that Trevor Williams is not very good. I need to get Baseball Savant up. Shout out again to Phils for coming through, teaching the old dog some new tricks. Showing us. I got to go to team rankings too. I'm not going to do that today. We'll do that tomorrow when Steak is back. Thank you all for hanging out, by the way. Cheers. Some people said their temples were buzzing as they came into the stream this morning. Mine as well. I had a delicious cold brew today. I've been back on my iced coffee kick. I was doing like 2 to 3 cups of hot. I'm like back into it. Sun's out. Feels great. I told me, I'm not going to drink today, but then, I walk outside and the sun hits my face and I'm like, oh, I want to go to a bar right now. Anyways, Griffin Canning, 46 plate appearances against the Nationals. Dude, Lindor has been unbelievable. Hold on one second. Let me try to get this fucking thing open for you guys. Hold on. Strangely enough, Trevor Williams was one of the most profitable pitchers in baseball last year. I would have never guessed that. You just did a bump. The music was glorious. Thank you, Rusty old man. Okay, here we go. And swing. Griffin Canning, 46 plate appearances, low strikeout rate, and they're batting .341, but expect it's .282. Keep that in mind. XwOBA is a little high. Or no, it's a little low. It's getting redder. Trevor Williams, 101 plate appearances. Wow, would you look at that? They're only batting, not only 265 is fair. I mean, you're batting 265 as an MLB hitter. You're doing just fine. So that's good. That ain't no Taylor Walls, that's for sure. All right. We got Trevor Williams sharp in no decision. Oh, would you look at that? Mr. Trevor Williams, back-to-back games, ice in his veins. Wow. 5 innings, 6 hit, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 earned run, 1 earned run. No shit. Kind of like the over here. Nat's going to muck. 72 in NY today. I'm drinking. Yeah, it's hard not to. I see you sneakily changing YouTube ads from. No, I did not do that. Are you joking? I just let YouTube decide it. It asks you when you click to monetize. It says, do you want to do it? I don't know how to fucking figure out ads. I do that with Twitch too. Canning back-to-back games of allowing 1 earned run as well. No shit. 80 in Chicago. It's crossing my mind. God damn. It's hard, man. It's been a long winter. Easy Puck. What's up? Bonjour, DJ. Let's have a Monday. Likewise. Same to you. Hope you have a great day. Hope everybody has a great day. Okay. So you're telling me Trevor Williams and Griffin Canning are off of master classes? Let's see. Oh, they sure fucking are. Oh, boy. Now, I don't love backing an over in this series after the game just saw 15 runs yesterday, but I also don't hate it. 4-5 game 1, 2-0 the game before that. The Mets went off for a big inning in the first, touched up Mitchell Parker, but then it kind of slowed down. Second inning, 1 run. Third, nothing. Fourth, nothing. Fifth, 1 run. Sixth, nothing. And then the bottom of the 7th, the Nats came back. So there wasn't like this like runs galore everywhere. You know what I mean? It was just like 2 innings of fireworks traded by each teams. How about this? How about we think of it this way? Okay, we would try to convince ourselves to take an over. If you want to take an over, if you don't, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Try to tell yourself, oh, we're gonna get a little bit more consistent hitting today. Runners on more often. Base knocks left and right. That's the way I'm telling myself that this game's going to go. That's what I'm telling myself. So here is what I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking first 5 over, but bullpen's got to be pretty taxed too, right? I'll tell you what. I'm going to go look at it right now. Bullpen usage. Let's go. We've got where are the Mets? Okay, here we go. Somebody talk to me. Has he congratulated me on my I think I actually did. Somebody said Ben Griffin something, and I said, yep, that's awesome. Or Novak, and I was like, and Beeve's in his bag. Good job, Beeve. Still waiting for congratulate. I gave it to you already. You got to be here. That was a good job. Starting for 3 for 3 in golf betting is very impressive. Absolutely. As much shit as I like to give Beeve and ball busting, you got to give kudos. 3 for 3 on golf outrights. Actually, I won't give you credit on Rory, but I will give you credit on the last 2. Hitting Zurich ain't easy. Golf is so easy. BK sucks, man. Hilarious. Okay, let's get back to business. The Mets guys, who the fuck is Huascar Brazoban? That is a fun name. See, this is where this is like not my expertise. Okay. All the guys in the bullpen have been used, would you say, are these taxed bullpens? You guys are looking what I'm looking at. I defer to you. Would anybody look at this and say these are taxed? I just don't know. Nobody would say anything. Is that what we're doing? Okay. We got one. I'd say relatively so. All right. Great job. Thank you for the participation. Yeah. I think I'm good. I'm thinking we're going to go over. Oh, you know what I did get pick up too? Baseball is too hard. It is too hard. But listen, you got to get familiar with it because it's all we're going to have real soon. All we're going to fucking have. Whoa. Oh, I put a bet in for steak. That's what happened. I was like, why does it say I'm down so much money? That's right. Okay, hold on. Let's go to events. Let's go to MLB. And here we are. Okay, looks like on Pickett. By the way, if you don't have Pickett, download Pickett, sync your sports books to it, track all your wagers. Use promo code DGen while you're at it. Looks like some money's on the under. No, I don't agree with that. Mets money line under Griffin Canning strikeouts. Why would that be a popular pick today? Did he just have a lot? Okay. That's a popular pick. Interesting. Did you recap the Zurich Classic? Might be as taxed as much as that was a foul yesterday. So 50-50. Okay, I'm good with that. 50-50. Okay. Over Juan Soto home run. 3-1. Don't fucking tempt me with a good time. Hold on a minute. Oh, no. I really just saw this, didn't I? Trevor Williams against lefties. Lefties are batting 433. What is Juan Soto against him in his career? Oh, wow. He's only 2 for 15. He's got 7 walks. 7 walks. Oh, brother. These lefties. Nimmo's only 1 for 10. Oh, McNeil's 4 for 13. It's Lindor. Oh, Lindor's a switch hitter. How did I not know that? God, I am not a fucking ball knower. Oh, dude. Soto. Oh my God. Soto was 2 for 3 yesterday. 2 walks. And he had a double, but no RBIs. I would have been so pissed. Soto's hitting the ball better. It's Soto day. Cama's money is on. Good shit. I like knowing what Cam is on. Well, I guess you could say that correlates, doesn't it? That correlates a little bit to the over. If one pitcher isn't going to be throwing strikeouts, so Cam is money. I'm on the over. Fuck it. I'm going Juan Soto. Does anybody have any issues with that? I guess the concern is he gets walked. Not tonight's NBA, but we did recap a lot of NBA. Dude, I had Austin Wells. They don't register. He had a 400. Oh, that's tough. Okay, we're going to move on. I like the over. 2 pitchers coming off master classes. It's just got to be done. It's got to be done. And I like Juan Soto. Okay. 7-mile-an-hour winds too. It's not even that windy. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Let's go to the next game. We got Bailey Aubert. All right. Be cultured. Bailey Aubert. 72 plate appearances. The Guardians do not hit him well at all. Wow. Batting 116, 29% K rate. Twins actually hit Gavin Williams really well. Small sample size, 28 plate appearances, 174, but expected is 274. K rate's low, 10%. No shit. Watch out for the random foul pole. Yeah, seriously. Yep. Buxton. Really? It's the guards today? Oh, God, I fuck is Shady Beef still in here? Dude, I don't know. Isn't that line really short? I mean, this is not the way to bet baseball, but couldn't you argue the Twins might have had a get right series? They've won 5 of 6. I get that. And it's been the White Sox and Angels. I get that. It's always the guards, DJ. I have so many fucking Ohio homers in here. Dude. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel this way, but I think I like the Twins. Oh, no. Oh, no. Twins off a sweep and guards are continuously lacking line respect. Yeah. Oh, no. Twins are bad. I know. God, I faded the Twins fucking twice in that series against the Angels, and I lost every single time. Hey, watch it. Some of us aren't biased Ohio fans. That's true. That's true. I never say you guys are bad guys. There's nothing wrong with it's okay. I accept sports fans are fucking just ridiculously loyal. But I'm just surprised at how many fans from Ohio that we have in the stream. It feels like it's probably the majority if you had to pick any state, right? Guardians, losers, 3 of the last 4. Okay, so it makes a little bit more sense. I understand that, but what if we just lean into it, you know? God. Oh my God. I am really tempted to take the fucking Twins today. And I do not like this feeling at all. So both pitchers are 2-1. Let's see what each one of them has just done. Oh, Bear's coming off of a masterclass. But it was again. Oh, Bear's just been good. Bear's been good. He said he had one bad game when he started. Other than that, Bear's been good. How old is this guy? He's 29. Okay. Gavin Williams, 25 years old. Let's see how Gavin's been. Gavin is coming off of, you don't like this. Oh, wait a minute. Why hasn't Gavin pitched in so long? It says he hasn't pitched since April 21st. Is that too much rest? He went back-to-back games of 102 and 104 pitches. I respect the shit out of that. It's the under. Total seems low. Yep. Check the picket splits. Yep. So he's done quite well. It's the under. Yeah. I can get down with both guys pitching fairly well. My only concern is Gavin Williams. You think that's weird? You could get behind the under. Yeah, money's kind of split on it. I don't know. People like the Guardians. I'm not even trying to be a fucking split guy here. I just think I like the Twins for the reasons of I know they played the Angels. I know it was the White Sox, but I kind of think the Twins are getting right a little bit. And then you have Gavin Williams off of a week of rest, right? No? No? Okay. I don't have anybody on my side here saying it's the Twins. So interesting. Okay, let's keep moving. What do we got next? Oh God. What are we supposed to do with this fucking game? That total isn't low. Okay. Twins. You like Twins too? Okay. I guess you're right. But yeah, Snacks is right. Combined ERAs in this one are 9. So yeah, you can't make the total 7.5. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What let's talk about Will Warren and the Orioles. God, the Orioles are so bad. He's a righty, so they have a shot. They're horrendous against left-hand pitching. Got it. Okay. W Snack sub. We got a snack sub in this bitch. Snacks, dude. W sub bang to be shmoney. We love that. Appreciate the subs, guys. Thank you. Appreciate the subs. You definitely already passed some corporate work on AirPods, but JP Moneyline system is active tonight. I'm 4-0 in person. Roll Tribe. Fuck the Twins. What is what? You're 4-0 when you go to Guardians games? That's insane. Like, that's great. Imagine being a fan of a team and every time you go, they win. That's the dream. Good for you. I might put a half unit against them. And Twins. Who's old enough to remember the Twins commercial? Coors Light. Who's remember that? And I love you too. Or I love cold beer. I forget what it said. And Twins. 17-6 last year. 3 losses in the playoffs. Okay. JP, can you go to and I love you too? Is it I love you too, or is it I love cold beer? I remember how is it I love you too? I love you too is what came off the tongue. But now I'm in my head. Fuck the Browns. Okay, we have a civil war going on with Ohio fans in the chat. Kind of here for it. Orioles ownership is so bad. They could have set themselves up for the next 10 years, but didn't want to spend money and decided to roll 50. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Burritos at 4 a.m., parties that never end. A young snowman could never forget that commercial. It's a great commercial. That and Bud Light, Real Men of Genius. I actually have that CD. I ordered that CD. Real Men of Genius. You know, they had like the commercial for the CD with all those on there. I got it and I would listen to it. I would play StarCraft. And there was a game called Myth, computer game called Myth. That was pretty cool. I think it was like what was it? Like medieval times fighting. I just play that shit and jam fucking Dilly Dilly was fun. The Dilly Dilly was fine. In a limo that's small. How many playoff games did the Orioles win last year? I don't know, but I love that you're asking that question because it probably means they won 0. Okay, Grandpa, let's get back in the house. You're right. See, like this is a good reminder that when I stray, get me back on track. But when we're recapping on a fucking recap Monday, that's fine. Anyways, Sugano, Will Warren. I think there is no reason that the Yankees should not hit the absolute piss out of Tomoyuki Sugano today. That's what I think. Neither team has seen either pitcher. Nerfy. I need some data to back it up because I keep thinking to myself that lineups that haven't seen pitchers before favors the pitcher because it's like, ooh, they don't know what to expect. There's no familiarity. But I feel like that's a wrong thought. You know, that's like I'm not declaring that a system by any means, but it's definitely like a hunch. It's a lean. It's a thought. It's an angle. I don't know that that's. I'm kind of doubting myself with that. So really, really, really don't tail that. All right. I don't want you to tail anything I do, but like, especially that. Yankees run line. See, this is the fucking problem. This is the problem. I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem is. The problem is every time you think the Orioles are dead, they're not dead. But this could be a different Orioles team. You know, they could be like really bad. I just think the Yankees go in there and fuck them up. Don't they? Don't the Yankees go in there and fuck them up? Will Warren might not be good. This feels like an over. But is it too obvious? Not having Santana is huge. Yep. No, the Orioles are dead. Yep. All right, let's see what Pickett says. I do like, I love, it took me a second to get used to the Pickett desktop, but I'm like really into it now. Yeah, everybody's on the Yankees. Whoa! The over's popular. Okay. The over's popular. Wow, would you look at that? Gunnar Henderson, the most popular player to hit a home run today. No shit. 6-1. That ain't happening. Wow, look at these home run odds. Dude. These home run odds are kind of crazy, aren't they? Judge is 215. I like Judge. That's who I like. Holy shit. Okay. I got to tell you something. And I hope you guys are okay with this. I don't know that I've done this. Snacks giving out sub bangs left and fucking right. Let's go. Bet your ass, Mikey. Well, everybody's subbed up in here. you get a sub, and you get a sub. Snacks Winfrey. Surprised the odds are like that. It's going to be warm. I agree, dude. That park fucks people over home runs, I think. Judge eats in Baltimore. Ooh, Slim Smith. Yeah, it was Easy Puck. We talked about that. Yep. Dude, Judge hasn't hit a home run since Nam. How is he only plus 190? All right. Do you guys have any issue? Do you have any issue? You can be honest with me. Be honest with me. I don't know that I've hit a straight home run bet. Oh, yeah, I did. I hit Corbin Carroll. You're too hard on yourself, DJ. Thanks. Can I take Judge and home run? I like Judge. That's okay. That's okay. Remember what we said. I'm done doing this like, oh, this didn't happen, so it's going to happen. Or this kept happening, so it's not going to happen. Fuck that. I'm done with that. Done with that style of betting. It ain't working. I'm betting on hot hitters. No. Remember what Sushi did? Take the over bases and said, man, yeah. He hit one last night. I know. That comment is a response to someone saying Judge hasn't hit since Nam. DJ, you're long overdue for a cooking stream, by the way. Yeah, you're right. Is tonight a good night for a cooking stream? I do have to make. I think I'm on dinner duty. I have a little bit of a busy day today. But I have. It's like I'll tell you what I'm better at like getting out into the field and doing shit. I'm terrible when I have to fucking sit in front of a computer and like review documents and stuff. And that's what I got to do today. So like it really should take me 45 minutes to do something, like get in the weeds and just reviewing documents. It'll probably take me 3 hours. I just have a hard time. I really do. Like I'll read shit. I'll match numbers. I'll read shit and I'll be like, oof. Oh, fuck. It's exhausting. I'm not good at that. I'm not. Some people are. I suck. If you want to say I'm soft and I'm a bitch because of it, it's fine. Holy shit. The Commies' new stadium renderings are beautiful. Good for them. Mortgage Underwriter here. It's the most boring shit review. Dude. I give you so much respect, man, because like it's a job. Somebody's got to do it. And there's fucking money to be made doing it. I could not be a fucking paralegal. I can't. I'm so bad at just sitting and reading. Unless it's Twitter. I fucking sit and read Twitter all day. But like Twitter's just absolutely chaos, so it's like kind of exciting. But god damn, I know what I got to do today and I'm already fucking dreading it. I just got to get in there and I just got to review shit. And I'm like, oh my God. But like a normal person could sit down and knock it out in like 45 minutes. It's going to take me about 3 hours. And I'm going to look like a fucking wounded fucking war veteran when I'm done. Like, oh God. Wife's going to be like, what'd you do all day? It's like, oh, I had to review like 30 documents. And it was so hard. To be fair, it is more than that though. It's more than 30. Anyways, marketing is miserable until you get into design shit. Yeah. Buzz went away on that tweet. Probably something that locks you in. Paperwork and CPU gives me a headache. Yeah. I saw a very funny, I don't know if it was a tweet or a TikTok that my wife sent me. It was like some chick. She goes, I take a break from looking at my medium screen to look at my little screen. And then when I'm done, I reward myself at night by watching my big screen. It's like, man, all we're doing is looking at screens. It's kind of crazy, but I'm no different. I mean, listen, I help people fucking move and find apartments and stuff. And sometimes they're in their living room and they're like, oh, I'm like, ooh, where are you going to put a TV? They're like, oh, we don't need a TV. I'm like, you don't need a TV. That's crazy, but good for you. Greg doesn't have a TV in his bedroom. That's crazy shit, but it's good. It's good. I wish I was that way. I do wish I was that way. I'm no role model. I make that loud and clear. Okay. Rage baiter. Shut up. Anyways, let's get into it. I've got a weird feeling this is a game that should go over, but doesn't go over. Special K. Yes. Let me tell you the last thing I'll say. This is a signs of a serial killer. Okay. And you're right about this. Greg could be this guy. One time when I was with Greg, he I was over at his apartment and we were doing his fantasy draft. And I think I actually like stayed the night because he like just moved in. He lived in a studio. I was like, hey man, I was like, it was like fucking like Wedding Crashers. Like, we'll sleep, but we'll do a sleepover, We did his like we did our fantasy football drafts. And Greg took mushrooms. And he takes mushrooms. I'm hanging out, watching some shit. And he just goes in his room. He gets the audiobook of It. You know what It is? The fucking clown, Stephen King. He gets the audiobook. He takes mushrooms and he goes in his room and he listens to it. Is that not the most fucking insane psychopath shit ever? Isn't that crazy? Bro, I was actually like, like he went in his room, he shut his door, and I'm on the couch and I'm like, I'm fucking scared. That's crazy. Doctor now, yeah. Yeah. But he's just, he loves to read. He loves books. Greg, that would fuck me up. Greg likes that kind of shit. Greg's the kind of guy that'll go run 50 miles in a weekend. He just likes doing, whether it's physical or mental. Greg likes to like put himself in uncomfortable situations. He's crazy. He's crazy, dude. Imagine having this story in the docket and going with Tex-Mex. That was relevant because we talked about San Antonio. Great story. Yeah. It takes nuts. I will give you this. Greg doesn't look like he's tough, but mentally, Greg is a tough motherfucker. He really is. He's a fucking Aperol Spritz, Birkenstock, cross your leg wearing motherfucker. But I'll tell you, up here, he is a tough son of a bitch. I applaud it. Imagine stealing the last piece of pizza from a guy like that. No. I didn't steal a piece of pizza. The whole way we became friends was because he had he got the last pepperoni pizza in middle school. And I'm just not, I'm not a cheese pizza guy. Like, my pizza's a canvas. I need toppings. Give me some toppings. Cheese pizza's cool when you're in like fucking 4th grade. After that, grow up. And I wanted pepperoni pizza. And I was like, hey man, that was a trade. So anyways, Greg definitely tougher than me. The fuck listen to it. Dude, isn't that wild? He's a wild guy. He's a crazy guy. Wild and crazy guy. Okay. Isn't that a show? Wild and Crazy Kids. That's what I'm thinking of. Wild and Crazy Guy. Wild and Crazy Guys. Oh man. Sometimes I give the people fucking, I make it too easy for them. I really do. Andre Palante. Come on. Let's move here. Now we're getting way behind schedule and this is all your guys' fault. It's not my fault. I'll take accountability. Not for this. Just kidding. Nick Martinez, Andre Palante. Dude, Andre Palante is just a man that should not be faded. He's just not. He's not a guy that should be faded. But can we be real talk for a second? Oh, damn. Oh my God. Okay, so like when you look at this pitching matchup, it makes sense. No, sorry. It doesn't make sense that the Reds are favored. But then you consider the fact that the fucking Cardinals are 2-11 on the road. They're not very good. Dude, I kind of want the Cardinals today. Does anybody else? Like, I sort of think this guy, I'm ready. You know what? I think I'm ready to oh, he's coming off of a bad game too. He's coming off 2 bad games. Does anybody listening to me talk right now, anybody in the stream, no ball, and can anybody just tell me yes or no? Is Andre Palante good? No, I don't want to do that. 9-game road trip. Cardinals or nothing. Dude, I'm with you, straight locks. Yeah, he's psychopath. He's average. Okay. Because I have doubted him. Has been green for under Ks. Command scares me. He's been solid since last year. Do not like my Reds today. Wow. Oh, look who's in. Mid-major. Good morning, good sir. Straight up pitcher. I had cards circled down last night. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like we're kind of on the same fucking page. Martinez is ass. So that's why. So you want to fade Martinez. You're not betting on Palante. Loves his fastball and has some off-speed bread and butter is this fastball. How many days rest? All right, you're right. Let's dig into it. Everybody seems fairly locked in. This stream started slow in most people's opinion, kind of bounced around a little bit. For the most part, everybody seems locked in. So I like that. Good job. We got a good, you guys don't hear it enough, but we got a good crew here. All right, we got a good crew. There we go. Set the stage for you guys. Oh, Palante's coming off of his worst start. I think it's Palante day, guys. And if you want me to, if you want me to do this alone, I'm fine with that. But it sounds like some of you are agreeing. Now, Martinez isn't really great at home. I mean, he's not really great to begin with, but Reds coming off a series in cores. Yep. The recap energized and locked everyone. We need more of the longer recaps. Dude, I got to tell you, Snowman, you are just a funny guy. It's great. Snowman does really good shit. Does a great job streaming, by the way. If people don't follow him and enjoy listening to sports talk and gambling, Snowman has a great stream. You know what the problem is, Snowman? I don't know when your schedule is. You know, like I listen to BTL in the afternoons. It's like I know at 12:30. And whatever I'm doing, I got my AirPods in. I'll throw it on. I don't know when Snowman is live. By the way, Straight Locks, do you stream too? I feel like I saw Straight Locks, but I was like, that name looks familiar. Turn those noties on. Yeah. He's a psycho IU fan just like me. Every day at 4 p.m. Got you. Okay. I need to get more familiar. I'm sorry. But good job. I respect anybody trying to fucking grind in the sports betting content world, because I think it's a big ocean, you know, got a lot of room for it. A lot of people trying to do it, but just my personal opinion, I'm always on the hunt listening for good shit. And I just don't really find myself caring for most of the people out there, the talking heads, whatever you want to call them. But I like BTL in the afternoon. I do like listening to Krabs and Javon talk. I think they do a really good job. Anyways, steak listen sometimes, come on by whenever. Yeah, I'm trying to do noon stream recently, weekdays, but yes, that is a huge weakness of mine. Got it. Martinez is a glorified long reliever. Pitching staff. Okay. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm not gonna overcomplicate this. We got 4 more games. We're gonna move on. It's 11:43. I understand that, because I have some things I want to talk about before we wrap it up. POD on the ice. Spoiler alert. Cats. Meow. Give me the Cardinals' first 5 and let me do it alone, for fuck's sake. Patrick Corbin on the boom against the A's. I don't know what to do with the Texas Rangers. I really wanted to bet the Rangers yesterday. I'm so glad I didn't. They lost. I really wanted to fade the A's yesterday. So glad I didn't. They won. These are 2 teams I don't want to get involved with. If you guys have Corbin just faced the A's, oh shit. Well, I was going to say, if you guys have a thought or a take, I would love to hear it. I really would. I would love to hear it. I'm interested in. This is a game where I'm going to, like when you go to a concert, when you go to a concert and like the band starts singing a song, and then as they're singing, like they just don't really sing anymore and they let the crowd sing. A's and Rangers. You guys handle this part. You see how the Rangers lost? No, I didn't. Kyle Higashika. Rooker home run. Yeah, Rooker too. How about Soderstrom? Is he still fucking hitting baseballs really hard? Furl with a sub bang. 28-month. Appreciate you, Furl. No, 32. Furl. OG. Hope all is well, dude. Hope all is well. Sorry about your Bruins, but all good things must come to an end. Like pump faking and jumping into defenders and hoping for a foul. Just kidding. We're moving on. Higashioka. Okay. Wow. You did a great job breaking that down. Thank you. Okay. Bees will be fine. I smell trouble. Let's go to the Astros. Ronel Blanco against the Detroit Tigers. Go Tigers. Now, the Tigers, as good as they are at home, they're not that great on the road. They're 5-7 on the road. Did the Astros wake up yesterday? That's the question we have to answer. What up? Oh, they said him. I was like, Fat Girls comes in here calling me him. Fat Girls walks in like, That's how Fat Girls comes in. Like, yeah, I'm here. Fat Girls walks in fucking an hour and 45 minutes late, takes a fucking seat in the back and just goes, That's the first thing you said today? Bro, what the fuck? Now you're what the fucking me? Tigers coming off a sweep too. It's the Astros. Kind of feels like the Astros. I just don't want to get in the habit of fading the Tigers. You know? I don't want to fucking get in the I don't want to get in the habit of fading the Tigers. But I like the Astros. Flaherty is 1-2 with a 2.63 ERA. Blanco is 2-2, but I think he's having better starts. Hello, DJ, and happy CJ Cup week. Quantitative, good to see you. What's the POD? Need it. Flaherty has been really good this year. Good pitcher. Great job. Did the Cardinals give up on him too early? He's 29 years old. What did they get? Did they trade him or did he just sign? Bless us. 100% lock of the day. I'll give it to you for free. Yeah. Let's go. Flaherty coming off a 9K game. Oh. Let's see what Blanco's been doing. Oh, Blanco's having a nice couple of starts. 2 hits against Toronto, but it is Toronto. Already have damn Astros locked in, DGen. Yeah. You fade the Tigers pitching and they'll put up 8 to 10 runs. Just not the team to do it. Fair enough. Chris Fetter fixed him. Yeah, so that's the pitching coach for the Tigers, and apparently he's like the best in the biz, huh? You may dabble on Flaherty under outs. Oh, dude, that is a fucking cheeky look. And I'll tell you, you know what I like? I love cheeky looks. You like Jack K's? Fuck. Well, I'm not fading Snowman. I'm not fading the Snowman. Snowman, love the K-lays, dude. Here's the thing. This is where we differ. When a guy has a lot of Ks, I usually go the opposite. And I'm looking at Flaherty right now. See, this is the problem, dude. And I'm not telling you not to do this, but look at his chart. After he had 9 Ks, he had 4. You know? $100 pays out $300 if you pick the conservatives. Crazy odds. It's a lock. Drop 15K to win 45K tonight. You could have given me 1,000 things to guess that you were going to give me as a lock, and I did not think it was going to be Canadian politics. But Vic Sanity, thank you very much for your contributions. We will keep it into consideration. Jack is cracked with K's rate this year, almost up 10%. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to move on. Like the Stros, total 7.5, kind of like the under. Makes sense. It's not contrarian or anything like that. I'm not trying to say it is. I just want to make that pretty clear. Wow, Sharps money. Sharps like the over. 26% of the bets, 46% of the over. Big bets, bigger bets coming in on the over in this game. Whoa. The second most popular pick today is Jack Flaherty over 17.5 outs. Oh, kind of want to fade that. I think I'm going to take Jack Flaherty under outs, I reckon. He just went 6. Not as good on the road. Could be a thing there. Dylan Dingler. I hate seeing Dylan Dingler's name so much. I keep thinking you guys are fucking with me. We're not talking about Colorado and the Braves. Bryce Elder, no thanks. We're not talking about the Dodgers. Okay, we'll do a quick recap, and then let's get into the NHL and the NBA. Bam! Fucking, we're nailing this board review today, I'll tell you what. Okay, over in the Nationals game. I just have to do it. Aubert in Cleveland. Fuck, I like the Twins. Fuck. I'm going to do it. Listen, I'm already preparing my apology to the OHIO Ians in here, okay? Yeah, I know how to spell it too. I'm sorry for fading the Guardians, but I'm going to do it. I'm sorry. Ugh, God, I know I hate the fucking Twins. I hate them. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to get nasty. I wonder if it's the first 5 or it's the full game. I'm going to take Aaron Judge and home run. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for a full unit too. Fuck it. Give me Palante. I'll take the fucking Cardinals. Fuck it. Dogs are barking today. I'm out on the Astros. I might take the under pitching outs for old Jack Flaherty. And then nothing else today. Be like J-Rom today. Volpe birthday. Oh, really piss you off with that? No, you guys didn't piss me off. I'm totally kidding because everybody does it in here. And obviously you beat Notre Dame. So, okay, let's go NHL. I got a POD today. You want it? All right. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little more than the man on the moon. I can't believe I just forgot those lyrics. Don't tell anybody. You want the 2-unit POD in the NHL? 50 sub bangs, and I'll give it to you right now. You have 1 minute. Go. Peanuts in the cradle. I'm just kidding. It's the Florida Panthers. It's the Florida Panthers. You're gonna leave. You're gonna learn the hard way, fading JP money line. Yeah, I know. It's the Panthers. Listen. Here's what I think. I think that I respect the Tampa Bay Lightning. I really do. I respect Jonathan Cooper. And I respect Andrei Vasilevsky, although he has not looked the same to start these playoffs. But Andrei Vasilevsky, playoff Vasilevsky, is terrifying. At the end of the day, I have started to fall in love with the Florida Panthers. So much so that I have even gone to their Stanley Cup games twice. I went to see them play the Vegas Knights, and they lost. And I went to see them play the Oilers in Game 5. I flew down there for a day. And I even had 5 units on the Panthers to win the Stanley Cup last year. I like the Florida Panthers. I just love their team. And I love Paul Maurice. Now, I got to tell you, these two head coaches kind of shit talking each other back and forth has been beautiful. Because Jonathan Cooper is playing it perfectly. Maurice is not overstepping. He's not doing anything wrong. But John Cooper is playing this really well. I watched Game 3. Panthers came out. They scored an early goal after punking the Lightning in Tampa, Amalie Arena. Fun place for hockey. Something happened with the Panthers, and it's not that they necessarily fell asleep because they still outshot the Lightning. I think they had 30 shots to the Lightning 21, and they outshot them. They didn't even just kind of wake up. They had the more shots than them throughout most of the game. But something happened with the Panthers where they just sort of shut off a little bit. I think they almost kind of got into cruise control, if that makes sense. When they were up 2-0, they punked them in Tampa, and the Lightning showed resilience because they were scratching, they were clawing, and they were getting nasty, and they were playing the Panthers style of hockey almost, And it worked. And they won the game, 5-1? So here's where I'm at. I think Paul Maurice is a good enough coach, and I think the Panthers are a good enough team. I think his message to the team is going to be exactly what it needs to be. Listen, you guys walked in there to Game 3. You scored a goal in the first minute, and in front of a packed house of all of your fans who spent good money to come see you play in a playoff game, you guys just kind of fell flat. Unacceptable. You got to go out there tonight. You got to make it right. You have to. Man, you got confused. They got Barkov back, Game 3. They just got him back too. Maybe that changes things a little bit. You throw a new guy. I mean, obviously he's been there a long time, but he was out 20 games. You throw him back into the mix. That's why we sell good news and buy bad news when we were sports betting. Ekblad's back. Cats are up 2-0. Of course they lose. Who saw that coming? I think the Panthers make it right for the home fans tonight. And for that reason, I will be placing 2 units on the Florida Panthers to win this game, -150. I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be an ass kicking. I'm not taking them in reg. I am not taking them on the puck line. The Lightning are not going to go down easy. They got a good goalie. They got too many skilled guys, and they got an excellent coach themselves. It's a really, really dangerous matchup to get involved in this point in time for an excessive play. I see somebody said they put 5 units on the Cats. That's a little too uncomfortable for me. But I like the Cats in this game. I like them to get back on top 3-1. I think this is going to be, I think this is going to be a 4-3 game. I think this could I don't even know that this is going to be a game where you see like 1-1, then 2-2, then 3-3. I think the Cats are going to come out. Maybe the Lightning get the first goal, but the Cats get like the next 2 or 3. But the Lightning just don't die and they stay in there. I really do think the Cats are going to win by exactly 1. I wonder if I can bet that. Probably can. So Brady is scoring tonight. He hasn't done shit. Yeah, the Cats got to make it right, and I think they do make it right. Panthers 2 unit hockey POD for me. And then the next game, Dallas and Avalanche. Listen, you got to like the way Dallas lost Game 4. I know that sounds stupid, But that's how you need a team to lose. You can't have a team lose like the Kings lost. It wasn't gut-wrenching. You know, they went in there, they fucking stole game 3. You kind of know that you got a game to play with. Now it's a 3-game series and you got home ice. You know? Do I have the balls to fade the Avalanche? Nope. You got to make SGB Panthers parlay. Oh, that's fun. Power outage in Europe and B visit 3 golf center world is ending. No way. There's a power outage in Europe. They packed it up, sending to Smith. Europe doesn't have power right now? Jesus. You serious? I feel like that Michael Block guy when they told him he's golfing with Rory. You serious? Seriously? All of Spain out of power for holy shit. Yeah, I know. What's the job? Yeah, the fucking world is ending movie. Leave the world behind. That shit was freaky, wasn't it? That shit was freaky. Kind of miss DGen Statham. Dude, I kind of do too. Barcelona, great airport, nice airport. Anyways, I don't have the balls to do it, but I think it's going to be a good game. I kind of lean Stars, if anything. I think the series is going 7, whether you like it or not. All right, quick thoughts on the NBA. I did play the Knicks for 2 units yesterday, and I went back to my ways. Did I call it or did I not call it? Remember, I am the originator of the Mona Lisa, okay, whether you like it or not. Range baiter, shut up. I said the Pistons are going to win game 2, and the Knicks are going to go and win game 3 and 4. And that's what happened. So I had to put my money where my mouth was because I was too much of a bitch to get involved in game 2 or game 3. So I knucked up with the Knicks. Of course, it helped that Betting Queen and Trent collabed on the Detroit Pistons, but it is what it is. They could have won that game. It came close, coin flip. Pistons should have won that game, honestly. But anyways, I got the Cavs to win the series in 4. I played it exact. I leaned into what Steak told me. Shout out Steak. I give him no home runs in Chicago. He gives me the Cavs to face fuck the Miami Heat. I'm kind of just done with the Miami Heat, you know? Kind of done with the Miami Heat. Meme Capper, yeah. Kind of done with the Miami Heat. Listen, all right, 3 teams that I think we can all just say, like, it would be a great, it's a great day. It's a great time of year when the Atlanta Hawks, the Miami Heat, and the Chicago Bulls are no longer playing playoff basketball. Would you agree or disagree? Agreed. Bulls over Magic? Stop that, dude. Nobody wants to see fucking Nikolai Vucevic and Kobe White. I like Kobe White. Anyways, yeah, just no more Hawks, no more Heat. 4 shit teams. What? Anyways, get it done, Cavs. Get it done. Don't go to sleep. Get it done. All right? I think I got $75 on this shit plus 165 or something. Get it done. Total 211. I got no thoughts in the game. Golden State, what do you guys think? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me Golden State's up in this series 2-1, I believe. You've got the Magic ready for them to be done. Sure, I know. The Magic got like nobody. Come on. Everyone's hurt. No Mo. No Jalen. Come on. Yes. The team whose star players miss 150 games and still won more games than the Bulls. Here comes Steak. Steak, where are you, by the way? You eating any good food in Chicago? Ooh, I'm hungry now. Ooh. I think it's Rockets today. Yeah, give me an opinion on this game, and then we're going to shut this shit down. All right? Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Mondays are always a great time. I know some people were upset with the recaps, but listen. What are you going to do? I'm up here fucking 2 hours every weekday, streaming, talking sports. We can recap for an hour, okay? Come on. All I said were facts. Wrigleyville, about to head to the airport. Love that. I thought you said your flight was late, by the way. Supposed to be at Hooters right now, man. Yeah, sorry. I know that's my bad. Listen, I got to tell you. All right, it's if I had a rich parent with a credit card with endless money that I can make happen, I'd go everywhere. I'd be everywhere. I love going to sporting events. I love Chicago. It's just not working out for me. It's a slower year for me. You know, it's going to happen. You can have bad years in gambling, you have great years in gambling. Sometimes your business is booming, sometimes it's slow. You know, 2 years ago, I was fucking killing it. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw me out there going to fucking everywhere I could because I like to spend my money. But we got to scale back. I went to the Orange Bowl this year. I went to National Championship this year. I really couldn't make a fucking weekend day trip happen in Chicago, which blows. Because if you would have told me that this was an opportunity, I probably would have done it like over one of those games, truthfully. Yep. You been to a Mets game yet? No, dude. I was gonna go on Easter weekend. I got my wife all jazzed up. I was like, hey, we're gonna go Easter weekend. People will be out of town. We'll get those fucking good seats again. I went to see him on a Wednesday night behind home plate in all the lounges, 3 fucking VIP lounges for like $80. Shout out SeatGeek. Use SeatGeek promo code DJN, $20 off your first purchase. It's important context. But anyways, I went to go to the fucking game. And it was bobblehead day. It was Mr. Met bobblehead day. And I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at these ticket prices. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm not paying $180 to sit all the way up at the top. No, I'm not doing that. I need to get down there. $340 before fees? Fuck that. I want to go to a game. I do want to go to a game. I can't wait. All right. That's a wrap. It's a board review. It's been a great review. I know we've got a little divisive today. We got a little heated today, but at the end of the day, cooler heads prevailed. We're all good with each other. All right. This is civil sports conversation every day. All right. Every day. But don't forget, I'm right. You're wrong. All right. Have a great day. If you disagree with me, suck my ass. And go Magic. Cats tonight. Meow.